Sailors and pirates and scalawags we, in the dark Caribbean, on a roiling sea. Our health is low and the danger's high. There's so many ways to die. There's 5 in the crew, what are we to do? We've been blinded by a bilge rat, crunched by a croc, drowned in the droppings of a seagull flock, stung by the jellyfish hung from a rail, battered by a barnacled humpback whale, stabbed in the groin with a rusty pitchfork, keel-hauled under a Spanish man-o'-war. Our health is low and the danger's high. There's so many ways to die. There's only 4 left on this bloody poop deck. We've been obliterated by an obscure oyster cult, mashed by a marrow mortal, quite an insult, electrocuted by an eldritch eel, an ancient elder our souls did steal, livers all black from years of rum. I just found out where scurvy comes from. Our health is low and the danger's high. There's so many ways to die. We're down to 3 on this forsaken sea. We've been bitten on the back by a banded sea crate, drawn and quartered by an angry sea wraith, shot in the gut with a cannonball, carried off whole by a carrion crow. Our lungs all filled with wet consumption, shocked by a shoggoth. Now isn't that something? Our health is low and the danger's high. There's so many ways to die. It's just us 2, we are so doomed. We've been gnawed on by a necro swine, pickled in a barrel of bile and brine, garroted by a gorilla crab, smashed so flat by a coral slab, burning under the sun in a gibbet cage, feeling the wrath of a mermaid's rage. Our health is low and the danger's high. There's so many ways to die. Now it's just me, it's time to flee. But I've been chomped in half by a fossil shark, chained in the well of eternal dark, stoned to death by a mad Jamaican, got heart disease from too much bacon, swung from a noose which did not slacken, gored by the beak of a love-crazed kraken. My health is low and the danger's high. There's so many ways to die. Well, you could complain that life's not fair, but the angry sea, it just don't care. My health is gone and the end is nigh. In the dark Caribbean, so many ways to die. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. When I was but a wee boy, my father said to me, "Son, for generations we've sailed upon the sea, but danger's out there lurking to send you to the grave. So learn your ABCs, lad, perhaps your life you'll save. Now sea monsters they come in many shapes and sizes. Let's review them all now so there be no surprises. A is for albatross, hung around your neck. B is for bilge rat on a briny shipwreck. C is for Charybdis hiding under a rock. D is for deep ones in the great abyss they stalk. E's for ancient elder who'll try to steal your soul. F is for a fossil shark who'll try to eat you whole. G is for giant squid with tentacles of steel. H is for hydra with many heads that kill. Some monsters be above ya, some monsters be below, but the monsters that'll get ya are the monsters you should know. I's for infernal pelican who's got a massive beak. J is for jellyfish whose sting will make you weak. K Wireless 2. There it is. All right. So the problem is I switched out my four input ATEM switcher with a 8 switcher. I have upgraded, but I didn't change my OBS settings. I had the old one. So now that should work. Okay, so what I was saying, I was teasing Jocelyn Dees, who came and recorded on Saturday about her love for Subway sandwiches. So tonight we are going to add some melodic or harmonic instruments, maybe a melodic instrument, we'll see what happens, to the music for what I call the Alchemy theme. This is for the wizard Drek and his buddies, actually the wizard Morgrak and his buddies Drek, who is Jason Elliott Tonis, and Sinew, who's Curtis Boddicker. All right. We also had a little drama with Facebook saying that the intro sea shanties, the Mermaid and the Wellerman, were copyright. And in fact, it was a CD project that Curtis, Amanda Klontz, and some of the Mermaids worked on almost 2 years ago now. So it was music that we own, but the AI genius in the cloud said it was somebody else's music. And I said, nope, so I had to dispute that. So I figured it'd be easier to replace that with 2 completely original songs that nobody's ever, one of them which nobody's heard before, which is the ABCs of Sea Monster. I'm still working on the music video for that, because there's 26 sea monsters I have to make. And my buddy Nate Calderon is drawing the artwork for that. So tonight we're going to be adding some instruments to the music that we recorded with Jess on Saturday. This is it. Definitely a lot going on there. All right. Now, if you haven't been with this before, basically, normally when a composer would get reels for a movie to compose to, he would be doing this after the fact and not before the fact. Now, sometimes with some animation, you're going to write some music before the fact. And in this case, I'm basically writing the music per a template. And that template is roughly 3 seconds for the, it's right here, 3 seconds for the title card. Let's see, it's like a couple second delay on my monitor, so I have to like aim it here. Bring it up a little bit. I have to wait. Is it high enough yet? There it goes. All right, so 3 seconds for the title card, 5 to 6, possibly 7 seconds for the establishing shot, and then the actual joke, which in this case ranges from like 25 to 30 seconds. And then 8 to 10 seconds, it's like a 5-second delay here on my monitor, my YouTube stream monitor. And there's 4 title cards. The title cards are Like and Subscribe, art by the wonderful Pascal Reber from Switzerland, and the music by Matt Rose and Jesslyn Dees, and then the voices. In this case, it's either going to be I'll probably just do one card that has Jason as Drek and Curtis as Sinew. So basically, I figure out my tempos that I kind of want to feel for this song, and then decide how that's going to work with regards to those templates. And that way, there'll be 10 shorts that use this music. This is Dungeon Diving. The D&D inspired, fantasy inspired short series. There's, I think we've done, well, we did Sam's character, and we did the barbarian, well, the knight character. So there's probably at least 10 episodes. Not including the dragons. So there's at least 5 dragons. So there's probably 15 dungeon diving episodes if you check out the playlists. And those take a little bit more time because they're a little bit more intricate than just like the pirates and Sir Jokes and Miss Vicky and the space guys and the dinosaurs. And Toot and Comedy takes a little bit more time. All right, so let's see what we're doing here tonight. So we got the Cubase up and running, and I was excited because last night I spent a little time researching using the OBS broadcasting software, which is what I use and a good number of streamers use, on how to capture the DaVinci editing software, since it's on the same computer as OBS. Now, in the case of when I'm doing a shooting live stream or when I'm doing the music live stream like right now, I have HDMI cables going from those tower computers or laptop over to the switcher. Same thing when I'm doing my modeling live streaming, there's an HDMI output. But in the case of the main computer, which I don't know if you can see it behind me or not, the one I do editing and runs the live streams, you have to select a window. So it turns out on Mac, there's you have to make some security settings, then set up the right window. But I was excited that I was able to do that. So tomorrow night I'm planning on doing another set of Earl shoots, and then I'll be able to add onto the end of that the editing, so you can see the entire process, which is kind of fun. All right, so let's see what we got here. I figured out some chords that I wanted to use. So D minor, basically it's D minor, A minor, D minor, A minor, and then F, G, F, G, D minor, A minor, that keeps going, F, G, D minor. All right, so I really kind of have to decide. I was playing with some stuff earlier today, and I was thinking about using the auto harp, but one of the pens on the auto harp keeps going out of tune, and I need to fix it, so I don't know if I'm going to end up putting auto harp on this one or not. So let me see. I mean, this is supposed to be Alchemists, so I want to see, kind of make sure I'm still getting that fantasy feel, not getting too far afield. One thing, so I many years ago, I worked as an evening night manager at Hans Zimmer's studio. This was in 1994, 1995. It was like 30 years ago. And I remember one thing, one of his sayings was, great music, wrong movie. And so for film composers, we have to make sure we don't get too far down a rabbit hole where we get married to a piece of music or genre or a certain style, and it doesn't really work for the picture. Now, in the terms of these shorts, there's a lot of leeway because, I mean, people really aren't super invested in all aspects of the short like they might be in a feature movie. Obviously, the audience is smaller in the case of my shorts, but there's a joke there. The idea is just it needs to sound a little bit, you know, fantasy-ish, a little bit like it's appropriate for some wizards, lining up some wizard jokes. So, oh, sounds like the furnace went on. Hold on for a second. I need to put the furnace off. I never get to use my intermission music. Here we go.
Avast, ye landlubbers! Welcome this Series 10 compilation. Hey, Scully! Yar! Did you hear that while on Crab Island, Patchy found a long orange diamond?
Oh, really, Beardy? Was it valuable?
Aye, it weighed 24 carats! Arr-ar-ar-ar! Hey, Scully!
Yar!
Did you hear that while at the pub, the captain used a wench to move a heavy barrel of grog?
Oh, really, Beardy? How did that turn out?
Well, the barmaid wasn't too happy about it, and neither was his wife. Arr-ar-ar-ar!
All right, and we're back. Go turn the furnace on. That's one of the dangers of being in the basement, is especially in the wintertime, is having to turn the furnace off and on. All right, if it's alchemy, wouldn't the music be more medieval, since alchemy was big during that time period? You are absolutely correct, Miss Jenny Kimball. So I just bought a tenor recorder, so maybe we'll just end up putting a tenor recorder on there. Maybe we'll do that. So maybe we'll can the accordion tonight. Maybe we'll do tenor, maybe we'll do recorders and guitar. That might be fun. Okay. Certainly not crumhorn, because I already used crumhorn on Johanna's theme, and that thing is very cantankerous. All right, so let's do recorder 1. Actually, it's soprano. And then let's do recorder tenor. Let me go get those before we start. All right, so we'll do recorders. Jenny is right. We need to make it sound more medieval than gypsy sounding, which was kind of the direction I was heading for. Kind of inspired by Hans's music for Sherlock Holmes. All right, so are both recorders in here? Yeah, I think that's all the recorders. It's like my box of woodwinds here. I got a cardboard box with 2 recorders, a penny whistle, and a, well, it's called a kell horn, but it's basically a modern crumb horn, which can be a bit of a bear intonation-wise, but all right, there's the box of recorders. So we'll do recorders with our nylon guitar here. Okay, so see if we're going to strum or do arpeggios with this. I'm going to check my tuning real quick. This is so this is a 120-year-old parlor guitar. It's not particularly expensive. I think I only got it for $200. And I play this at the Renaissance Festival here in Colorado during the summer with Miss Jesslyn Dees and our group, the what are we called? The Blimey Limeys, with Cora. Cora's amazing singer. And so it's seen some years, it's got some character. I'm going to make sure that it's in tune. I had tuned it previously, but we'll try it here. Okay. And it is. All right, I'll do some arpeggios, that'd be interesting. And we'll have to figure out a, so this is, there's recorders in C, and D minor is related, and A minor chords. Those are both related to the C. So that should work out. And then we got Fs and Gs, so yeah, so we can use those recorders because those recorders are in the key of C. They are not chromatic. Because I don't think they are. I think they are what we call diatonic. All right, so let's see what we got here. Any nails, so I think I'm probably gonna end up using a pick. All right, and it's so I gotta figure out what picking pattern I'm gonna use. Probably just gonna cheat. You guys don't need to see me stumbling through guitar, so I'll probably get a couple chords that work and then just cut and paste it. All right, we'll do something like that. All right, now, okay. Put on the headphones, and now you guys don't get to hear the backing track because I'm recording in the same room as everything, since this is a one-man show. Okay. Tonight we're using a Neumann Tillem 193 cardioid microphone, and we're going through a Manley Core tube amp, which I really like because it's cool. All right, I'm going to turn this down here. Make sure my headphones plugged in. They are indeed. Okay. See if you can see me on the camera. I'm going to move the camera a little bit. Okay. All right, Mr. Camera. Let's move you a little bit. There we go. There we go. Takes about 12 seconds to see if I have this in the right place or not. All right. You can see me attempting to play the guitar. Okay, now let's see here. So we got nylon string guitar, and this should be on left stereo in. Look at there, we're getting that. Okay, I can hear it through the headphones. Okay, monitor, studio monitor is down, so you guys shouldn't hear this. Click is on. Let's see what we got here. All right, there's our first run through. And let's see here, let's turn this off. I think I'm gonna need to turn this level up on the guitar, on the mic pre, because the level's kind of low. All right, so I need to turn this input off while we listen back. It sounds like a guitar. Let's do another pass. Okay, I'm gonna turn that down. Turn mic back on. It would help if I practiced this stuff, but you don't want to watch me practice. Chords on both. Yeah, I'm gonna use bar chords on both of those F's and G's. All right, let's try it one more time. Oops, I need to click on. You didn't turn the click on. All right, there we go. That's a little bit better. Might do it one more time, and then we should have enough to kind of cut and paste. All right. I'm not playing a live performance like with orchestra, so we can cheat a little bit. All right, it looks like I need to turn that up a little bit more. Is the compressor on? Turn the compressor off a little bit, maybe. Okay, turn them down a little bit. Let's see how this looks. Turn this on. Okay. Okay, let's see what we got here. We'll do it one more time. Here we go. That wasn't bad. We'll do it one more time. That will give us... I'll probably end up picking from the last two passes. Okay, pick in hand, hit record. It's too dark in here. I can't see what I'm doing. Okay, you guys can watch me. Just you guys get to see the neck of the guitar. This is what it looks like that. Okay, camera's a little bit too close. Okay, let's try it one more time. Get the pick, hit record. Picking pattern still needs to be higher on the volume. It's not, it's higher, there we go. Okay. Must not have been picking as loud. Okay, here we go. All right, there should be enough in there to get some chords, arpeggios out of that business. Okay, there's that. Again, if I was performing this live, I would be playing for 2 hours that arpeggio to make sure it was all really, really good. But you know what? We're just gonna take some passes that we liked and just use those. Okay, so put on the other glasses. That helps to see the, okay. I need to get another light. I got one light right here. Let me turn it up a little bit. We are in a learning process. There we go. Now, okay, so let's find some takes that we liked, and we'll just cut and paste those. Okay. I'm actually gonna make a new track, which is called Nylon Guitar Compilation. Okay. So we'll put that up here. And I'm gonna put my standard EQ compressor and reverb on. I'm gonna mute all of this, so wait until we edit what we like. Okay, let's shake her on. All right, there we go. That was not too bad. Let's see how this one did. Command, see there's one. Command, all right, how come that command kept it in? Is it controller keeps it in? That's command, okay, keeps it in time, okay. So let's see how this one sounds. Okay. Something about working at night is you're kind of tired, so your performance might not be the best. This first one ended up being the best volume. Wonder why that was. All right, so all right, I guess I have to grab it first and then command it. Okay. Let's see here now. I have to mute this. Okay, I don't need to record anything. I guess I should save this. Save as Alchemy theme guitar. It's the 0203. There we go. Okay. Too bad that I missed a note on that. Let's see about the second time. Oh, that was lane 2's. All right. You know what's going to be easier is if I take all of these and create tracks from lanes. Okay, it's thinking, it's thinking, it's thinking. Okay, there we go. Now, we'll just close these. Now we can see what, I think you have to unmute all these. Bloop, 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 bloop. Okay, now we can pick and choose since I'm not a master nylon string guitar who practice that for 2 hours. We'll see, pick and choose what we like here. Now there's a whole bunch of them on. here, so get rid of that one. All right, that wasn't spectacular. Okay. That one doesn't look great. How about this one here? Pretty close to being pretty good. All right, because the recorders are going to take the lead here. Okay. All right, I'm going to turn this stuff off here. All right, there we go. One slow note in there. I wonder if that's actually pretty good there. So let's take this and put it there. That works. All right, now I need to do a quick little crossfade here. That's not what I wanted. There's what I wanted, because this one right here needs to come back. Nope, picked the wrong one. Okay, there's that. Just a little bit forward. Just maybe right there. Yeah, I like that. Okay, that'll work. All right, now, so it's not too redundant. Let's see if there's another one of these that works. Okay. Time. That works. Okay. Don't want to get too machiny. Okay. That. All right, let's see what's going on here. All right. Okay, there's that. Now. F's and G's are next. And this is all going to be under, is this under dialogue? I think this is under dialogue. Yeah, so I'm not going to get too crazy about making it the best performance ever. Okay. see here. I think from, my notes are from 127 to 916. I think it's 4 bars. Yeah. So it's, the intro is the first 4 bars. So that's 8 seconds. And then the rest of it is going to be under dialogue. There should be some dialogue up here. Yeah, there's dialogue. Bring it down here. All right, so that's where dialogue's going to be starting. So I don't need to get too super crazy about the edit.
Blessings of Uruk be upon you, Drek.
And also with you.
Yeah, that's where it's going to start. All right, so where's that? So what do we got so far? That works. Good enough for animation business. Okay. Let's see how my first pass did here when I was young and full of energy. Yeah, not spectacular. Okay. The A minor worked. Okay. So let's bring the A minor down. And then let's see if there was a decent D minor here. That was a little stumbly. That was a little stumbly. Just take what's at the front. See how this one is here. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Okay, I'll bring this down here. Little chorus effect. Okay, and then it starts back in at 32, so we're not even back in yet. Okay, there's that. And then there's an F and a G. Oh, actually I think there's another D. That wasn't great. All right, let's try this. That wasn't bad. Let's try this one here. That wasn't very great. I might just end up, I think I'll just end up cheating and getting this here. Okay, copy. Paste, there it is right there. Check on the timing here. That's off a little bit. Okay. Turn the metronome on. distracting. That works. All right, now we just need the last F's and G's, and then we should be good to go. Okay, so now let's listen to this one. That wasn't bad. Let's try this one here. I like that. I wish I would have let that one ring out a little bit more. I didn't let that one ring out either. Okay, there's this and this. That was kind of a flub. I guess probably doesn't matter. I guess I did it each time I muted that last note. All right, I think this one here. Oops. I don't know what that is. Okay, there we go. And we'll grab this and bring it down. Bring it down here. All right. Okay, so we'll save that. We'll call that our guitar track or Star Track. And then let's look at this here. Okay. Okay, I need to crossfade all these. There's a slight pause in there, but I guess it makes it musical. Oops. Undo these, I think. It's this guy. And bring him back down, maybe right there. That works, all right. There's up there, crossfade, crossfade. Crossfade, crossfade. Okay, let's crossfade that. I think we might have already done that one, yep, okay. These need to overlap. There's that. Okay. Okay, now let's see what it sounds like with a gazillion drums. Okay, not Brazilian drums, but a gazillion drums. Okay, there's that, and there's that, and that, and that, and that, and that. Okay, here we go. I heard a little click in there, probably the keyboard. All right, that's one danger of recording in the same room where you are controlling. Sometimes you get a click from the keystroke. There we go. All right, that's not bad. It's not bad. Okay. Now, I need to hide all these. Okay. And make these a little bit smaller. Okay, so. There's one thing in there I'm not really happy with. Okay. Visibility, let's turn these back on. One of these I didn't really like. I think it was that one there. Okay. I think it was this one. I don't like that bloop. Let's see how this one sounds. Yeah, I like that better. Okay, get rid of that. Let's bring this guy down. Oops. Okay, there's that. And he's got a double hit too. Okay, let's see if we got a better performance here. They kind of must be hitting these strings twice. I hit a bunch of strings there. Okay, how about up here? Boy, I like to hit those strings twice. Yeah, that was one of the better ones. Okay. That might be the same waveform. Okay. Bring it on down. Yeah, it's probably the same waveform. Okay. Yeah, it's a different one. So this, I don't really like this one. There's some floops in there. Okay, so option, move, kind of line them up. Oops, me and that option key don't like to work together. Okay, there's that, hit option, there we go. Okay, so, oh, that needs to be like right on the beat, I think right there. Yeah, there we go. Oops, right on that beat. Okay. All right, now again, not going to get too wrapped up into this because this is going to be under dialogue and nobody's going to be paying attention to how great the nylon string guitar performance was. Okay, so something else going on here. There it is. Okay. All right, I think that is going to be okay. Now we got some recorders. So let's see what kind of thing we're going to come up with this recorders. Okay, so I'm going to put the guitar away so he doesn't get bonked or blooped or blinked. Okay. All right. Okay, there's that. Now I get the recorders out. Okay. Recorders. So Mr. Bill Conklin, longtime member of the orchestra, Castle Rock Orchestra, he gave me some funds to purchase tenor recorder, so we'll do some tenor recorder tonight. And then I've purchased a not too bad soprano recorder. Oh, that's the chrome one. Actually, I didn't purchase one. I think I stole this from my son. All right, yes, here we go. Okay. All right, Mr. Red Spy. Hello, Mr. Red Spy. Hope you're having a good night. Okay. So we have been recording guitar over our drums, so now we're going to figure out what we're going to do for our two recorders. So we got to figure out what we're going to do here. You stay there. Okay, move this microphone out of the way just a bit. Okay, now let's see here. Okay. I knew those elementary school recorder sessions would work, would pay off 48 years later. Okay. Now, so we only really need something melodic up until 9. So here's the, let's see, what is this? This is Angel, an Angel plastic recorder. It's a decent plastic recorder. So there we go up there. And bring it down a little bit. Okay. There we go. Now, let's see here what we're going to do. I think we only really need, oh, I was going to hide these. Hide those tracks. Okay, now dialogue starts. Yeah, so we got 4 bars. And thankfully, unlike the battle song, this one's in 4/4. Don't have to worry about the 5/4 stuff. All right, and then, so we got. See how fast we want. Da, 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 da. Is that a melody or a counter melody? 1, 2, 3, 4. Ba, da, 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 da. Oh, this is irritating. I'm not blowing fast enough. This is why I'm not a woodwind player. Okay, so. I guess I'll make it slow. Ba, 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 da, ba, da, da. Does that sound like two alchemists? Boy, he does not take much breath. All right, I guess we'll just make a slow melody out of that. And I'm probably only going to do two voices. So I'll probably just do soprano and tenor. Okay, here we go. Okay, it's not a synth sampler, it's a real live recorder. Okay. Does not take much breath. Okay. So I need to see, here we go, recorder sampler, soprano, excuse me. Inspector, it's on the stereo in, there's that. Okay. That should work. That's on. Boy, that is beating up against that. That is beating up against that cymbal. I'd have to move that cymbal somewhere else. Boy, that's melancholy. All right. That is melancholy. All right, where are you in the mix over here? You are from, since this is from our previous template, you are pretty far down. Okay. All right, I like it. Just need a decent performance. Okay. It ain't gonna happen. Oh, it will happen. Okay. We'll do 2 or 3 of these and pick the best one. Now, oh yeah, okay, so that's the entirety for the melody. Does not take much to overblow that. Okay, here we go. Click on, clicks on. Trying to get a good D out of this. All right.
Maybe you need a good player.
Hey, you behave. Okay. Let's see what this sounds like. That actually isn't too bad. Is it recording on something else? Oh, that's just the D. All right, I just need to perform a couple of Ds here. This one is not too bad. I need to move this to the center though. It's far right. There we go. So all I need to record is just some D's. Without overblowing it. All right, well, let's see here. Just gonna hit record, I think. There we go. All right. I need to solo it though. Boy, it really just wants to overblow. Okay. Now, turn this off. I think the last one was okay. And I will save you from having to listen to all that again. How about that? Check, check, check. All right, battery died on the other mic. I need to plug it in. And then I got to figure out what I'm going to play. Then I have to turn the dryer off because the dryer is making all kinds of hum down here in the basement. All right, I'll turn this microphone. Oop, lost a cable. Onto the floor, pick it up, or I will never find it again. Okay, there's that. Yes, in the layout of the house, the dryer is right above the recording studio. So when people are drying their clothes, we hear the hum of the dryer. Okay, oh, that's the wrong battery. Oh, I'm using the wrong side. Okay, there's this. And we'll plug this in to charge it for tomorrow. There it goes. Okay. Now, technical director Jenny helped me know that the microphone wasn't working. Okay. Thank you, technical director Jenny. Now, let's see. Okay, I was back to this here. Oh, we need to figure out what we're going to play at the end. I guess I don't need these right now. Okay, so many moving parts. Okay, you go right there. Microphone you got out of the way. Now, okay. All right. Mic died. Okay, now. Let's see what we got here now. Okay, there's this. I like it, it works. Good enough for the dungeon diving crew. Alright, now let's hear it with the drums and guitar. I think that works. Okay. It's a tad bit pitchy, but then you know it's real. Okay. It'll wake you up. That's not bad.
Nothing to do around the apartment.
And also with you. Hey, Morgrun.
Okay, now let's see what we're going to do at the end here. That kind of sounds medieval. I guess more medieval than an accordion. All right. Let's see, where does our dialogue stop? Oh, apparently dialogue is... Why is nylon string guitar there? I don't know. All right.
Such that it would appear to increase in size as it grew closer.
Yes.
So interesting. So we're going to start the melody at the end of the phrase, which is not desirable, but it is what it is. So
Yes.
all right, I think that's the A minors, then the F, and the G, and the D. All right, so let's see what we're gonna play here. All right. A minor, so that's the A. guess I could try it in a loop. Probably drive you guys crazy, but all right. Let's see here. Loop it before it gets to the next chord, which is F, G, D. Okay. All right, I think that would work. All right, so let's record that bit. If it's F, I can play. All right, take it off a loop. Ooh. D is not going to be in tune. I have to cheat it a bit. That's C. Might have to tune it with my thumb. All right. Let me just record that bit. Okay, mic is still on. Get that off there. Bring this over here. Okay. And there we go. And now we'll just put it on here. All right, let's do that. No, I don't know. You're not on loop. You must put me on loop before I be looping. All right, here we go. That isn't too bad. All right. Okay. Hear what that sounds like. Oh, I like that. Okay. Now, let's make a track called Recorder Soprano Compilation. That's down there, it's right there. Let's take this and put it right there. Now, we'll mute that. That's not the one I want. Okay, let's add the standard effects. Okay, and then there's the F, G. All right, now here we go. I don't want to go on, we'll go up. I think I'm going to have to record the D by itself. It's a little pitchy. Yeah, I'll do that. B, G, down. Something like that. Nobody waits to the end of this anyway, so I'm not going to put in too much effort to the melody. Let's see here. All right, I'll worry about that other D, so we're just going to hit record. But I need to take this, move this here. So we'll loop record that right there. Oh, but I don't have it on the right thing. Okay, I need that, need there, need that there. There we go. Okay. But I don't want to solo it. There we go. All right, that loop point is driving me crazy. Okay, I need to bring this right there and then bring this one over here. Okay, there we go. Now let's try this. I don't need any of this nonsense. Delete it. Okay. And let's try it again. All right, let's see here. That was a bit pitchy. Let's try it again. All right, I think that might have worked. Let's listen to that. Okay, take that off. And still a little pitchy. See if I can do better. All right, let's try it here. And I want to go up to that B though. Okay, delete that and delete that. Let's try it one more time. Here we go. All right. All right, I need to move this point here, but we'll listen to it, see how it sounds. That's not bad. The B is a little bit, I'll let you guys listen to it. You're like, what's he saying? Okay. That B is still a little pitchy. Okay, I think this is fine. I just need to record a B and a D that's not pitchy. Okay, let's move this down here. This is muted. Alright, so now I just need to record a B that's not pitchy. really should use my tuner. Okay, let's record a B that's not pitchy. Solo. And there we go. Okay, see how that sounds against the chord here. Alright, I need to undo this here. That's actually not too bad. I held it for too long. I'll just cut it off. That's the thing about recorders and square waves is you can just kind of cut them off. And it sounds like the attack, or it sounds like the decay, or release, I guess. Now this A is a little pitchy. Can't see this hole in the dark. Alright, I'm going to record an A. Okay, so I need to turn this off. And it needs to be on. This needs to be there. That's better. Okay, I can just even hear it. Copeland has the perfect pitch, not me. Alright, so I need to turn that off, and this comes up. Okay, one of those should work. Okay, here's that. Bring it down here. Put it right here. See how it sounds. Mute that. Actually, I need to unmute this. No, unmute that. There, that should work. Okay. And that sounds better. Okay, so nobody waits to the end anyway to see the credits on these shorts, but you know what? We'll put our best recorder forward. Okay. Alright, let's move this a little bit here. And then this a little bit here, and there's that. Okay. Alright, now did I end up recording? I don't think I recorded a D yet that was not pitchy. Alright, save this. Okay, that's the other A. Now I need to find a D, or make a D. That's not pitchy. Alright, so mute this, solo this, put that on there. There's feedback. Welcome to feedback. Okay. Now I need to play a D that's not pitchy. Okay, that sounds bad. I probably could use this tuner. I'll put it right there. Look, it's a recorder tuner. This is C sharp. Last chord is D minor. It needs to be a D. Why is this saying it's C sharp? All right, well, that's... And blow it harder to make it go sharper. All right, here we go. Okay. I'm covering the hole. That actually was a little sharp. All right, so here is my D. That is right there. See what it sounds like. Turn off this so you guys can hear it. All right, here we go. That's not what I want you to hear. Here we go. Bloop. Turn that off. There we go. Not the worst recorder playing ever played. Maybe second worst. Okay. Okay. If you wait to the end of the short, you get to hear a slightly out of tune D. All right, now I'm gonna hide all this right here. Hide. Actually, I just have to do this and then hide this. Okay, so now we've got. What happened to the beginning comp part though? Where did it go? All right, visibility, recorder, there it is. It's on a different track. Okay, so now move this down. There we go.
Blessings and hoorah, the apocalypse.
And also with you. Hey, Morgrog, did you hear? Yes.
I need to put a pickup note in there. There's too much dead space. Alright, so I need to record maybe a G. Okay. All right, so now I need to turn this down, bring this up, make that, what are we gonna do right here? Okay, so we need just a G. Okay, there's that, solo. Record, I think. No, it's gonna want to loop. Okay, there we go. All right. I don't want to record it down here though. Okay, turn that off. All right, it should be up here. There we go. Okay. Try one more time. Be a little bit more intentional. Okay. Now let's turn this off and this back up so you can hear what's going on. All right, so that was this guy right here, a little pickup note, and let's move him like about right here. Turn him off.
Increase in size as you move closer.
Yes.
Move closer.
Yes.
It needs to be, it's too early. Right here. pitchy.
Yes.
I think that's fine. I'm not going to get too into the weeds here. Alright, I might cheat and auto-tune that, but we'll see. Alright, I don't really have any auto-tune stuff, but we'll see. Okay, now the tenor recorder. We had fun with the soprano recorder, now let's do the tenor recorder. Alright, Yamaha tenor recorder, that was a soprano. I've never played this before, we'll see what it's like. Okay. Okay, so let's put the holes on right here. There's that one. Okay. This thing's honking. Okay. Also has a little low key. Alright, there's this here. Gotta have big fingers. Jenny says she likes it. Thank you, Jenny. All right, it's important that you like it. All right, now, see how my pitch is in this. I can tune it a little bit with moving the neck in and out. Down there. I'll use my pinky instead of my third finger. Where's that key? All right. You gotta stretch your fingers or use the pinky instead. All right. Oh, there's two keys. All right, we won't be playing that low. All right, now, what harmony notes are we going to play? All right, so it's D minor. It's D minor to A minor. So we got DFA. Let's see, that's G, that's F. I could probably just do F to E. Let's see how that sounds. Doesn't need to be too complicated. Do F to E. All right, turn this down. Put this on lanes. We're going to record this. This is inspector. Left in. We're getting volume. Put on the clickety click, and we're going to do F and then E. There's clicky. Okay, here we go. I was just trying to keep playing there. All right, any of these good? Let's see how it sounds here. So actually, let's turn it back up for you guys. Okay. Okay, so
Blessings and Ugrok be upon you, Drek.
And also with you. Hey, Morgrok, did you hear about the Red Wizard's new...
all right, where is the tenor over here? It's really down. Okay, let's bring that up. Let's hear how pitchy it is.
Blessings and Ugrok.
It's the F that's pitchy. The E is actually not too bad. Okay. Let's see what this one sounds like. Alright, let's see how this sounds like here. Let's try the tuner and see what the tuner says about this. Where to put the tuner? I guess we'll put it down here. Alright. And somebody flushed the toilet. Okay. There we go, that works there. Okay. Oh, that's a little sharp. All right, so I guess play the recorder with the tuner on the end of it, and that works. Okay, so this thing is a beast. Okay, it's not like my hands are small, it's just a beast. Okay, let's turn this down here, and let's bring it over here. We're gonna solo it, and just hit record. Okay, well, tuner says it's good. Okay, and then take that off there. Bring this up so we can all hear it. All right, and that's supposed to be a little bit better in tune. And then let's cut this one here, and we'll bring this all the way back to the fronts. And we'll put it right here on top of that one. Get rid of this one. It's not bad. All right, it's gonna be down in the mix anyway. Gonna cheat that there. Okay, I need to cheat the end of that. Okay. Let's pull that out there. Okay, I'm actually gonna make that just a little bit longer there. All right, does this have the... Yeah, it does, okay. All right. Play a little bit longer. I'm going to cheat this here and this over here, like that. Okay, crossfade that. I like that better. Okay. I like that. Now, does it need a lower note? I don't have a bass recorder. If I did, I would be the Mandalorian. Okay. Could play an A. What does it go to? A minor? I could just play. Is it in tune? All right, it's a little flat. I need to make it shorter for flat. All right, I can't make it shorter though. All right, so let's make another track for that A. At least we'll get 3-part harmony here. All right.
I paid for 3-part harmony. I want to hear all 3 parts.
All right, so we'll just call this tenor A. All right, A. Okay. And then there's that. Turn this down. There's this. Okay. Cover up all these holes with my tiny fingers. All right, here we go. I don't have it on the right input. There's that. Return that, put a clickety on. Here we go. And that's why I don't play woodwind instruments. Okay. Alrighty then. Let's turn this up, see how it sounds. It's gonna need some reverb. Load some reverbs right there. Take it off the solo. That's kind of cool. All right. I like that tenor recorder. Thank you, Bill, for that tenor recorder. All right, so I'm going to bring these down here. I need to take this off here. I need to hit save. Don't bump the microphone. All right. Okay. Let's see where we are. Okay, and let's invite my friend to the streaming here. And we copy this here. Copy this, copy link. Come down here, go like here, there we go, paste. All right, see if my friend John joins us here. All right. Okay, so now we got this part done. All right, now let's go to the end and see what we're gonna do at the end. That's not bad for a rank amateur recorder player. Okay, now let's see what we got over here.
Yes.
Okay, so maybe the other recorder parts will distract you from the pitchiness. Okay, those are A minors. So let me write down what I'm going to play. This is just going to be whole notes. Okay, so this is A minor, and then F, G, D minor. All right, so. Okay. Take a drink of water here. We're almost done. Okay. Can't rush art. The art of the out-of-tune recorder. All right, so there's an A in there, there's an A in there, a B in there, and then I'm going to go back to A, and then this A minor. Maybe I need to play a C. Well, there goes the tuner. Okay. The most important thing here. All right. Thank you, Mr. Wizardry69. I suspect that's John Langer. Hello, John. Okay. All right, so. Okay, I think I'll play a C there. Well, that says Mr. Wizardry, not my Wizardry. All right, I used to like to play that game, Wizardry. Okay, so I'm going to play a C, F-A-C. I'm going to play a C in that one. G. Can I go up to D? Yeah, I'll play that D, which is the same as the lowest D on the soprano. Okay. Okay, so the first note we're going to be playing, to make a little wizard. Okay, hello, John Leitner. Okay, so now we've got, I'm going to play A, B, A. So I'm going to play. Let me check the tuning, even though tuning on this thing is way out the window. That's not bad. Okay. So it's going to be A, B, A, B. How many? Oh, because that chord is two measures long. Okay, so that it's going to be really two measures of that. A, C. Okay. Yes, it's a good sound, right? Yeah, I like it. Okay, I think we're heading in the right direction. As Hans would say, right music, good music, right film. Okay. All right, so we'll start. Let me move the input here, the first part of the loop. All right, so, okay, now we're going to solo this. I'm going to turn the monitor down. And here we go. Oh, I got to turn on the clicker. Okay, there's a clicker here. Clickerty, clickerty. Here we go. Okay, let's see how that sounds. Alright, there's here. Turn this off, take solo off, turn up the monitor. Okay, so this needs to be a little bit shorter. Okay. And then we're going to do the second tenor. Oh, I just call that tenor. I'll just move this down here. Oh, I need to hit this key so it lines it up to where it was before. There we go. All right, now, see how that sounds. Okay, so now that's passable. I will add another track. I'll just call it tenor B, even though the meaning has changed from A to B. Okay, there's that. That's the front one. Now this is going to be C, 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 D, D. Thank you, John. Appreciate that. All right. Okay, now, okay, come down here, turn this down. Yeah, we're almost done for the night. We've been streaming for 2 hours, but it takes time to do all the musics. All right, so this is C's. So I got my notes. Okay, it's just this two here. Just bring them up there. Okay, now we are going to start here. This is tenor B. I need to change the input. There it goes. Okay, now I can hear myself. I'm going to bring this over here. Okay, and this is C, C, D, D, okay. All right, that's not bad. That high D is a little pitchy. All right, and does this have the effects? Load. No, it does. Okay, so that's probably gonna be all we need for tonight. All right. Cool. All right. The question is now, do I redo that D? To try to make it less pitchy. Where is my other recorder? I think we're going to try to redo that last D with the tuner to see if I can get it so it's not so pitchy. Okay. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. All right, so we're gonna do one more D. That's better. Okay. And get rid of that D, and we'll just hit record here. Need to turn this down, and then there's monitor. That's right here. Okay. Oh, that's much better. I can already hear it. Okay. Oops. Bloop. There we go. All right. So now, okay, put that there. Oh, that's much better. I'm not cringing as much now. Cool. All right, well, I'll spend some time editing that tomorrow. but I think I'm going to call it a night. I appreciate all of you guys being here. I'm going to go start the intro. You guys get some sleep, and thank you very much for being here.
Hey, Scully.
Yar, Stinkosaurus.
Oh, Drake.